This will be your only warning.
There's something in the water. I don't like the flavor, I don't like the taste. Searching for nirvana. Something that'll take it all away from me. Don't bother me, my misery. It's holding me, won't let me speak. Please forgive me, I've got demons in my head.
Hello, my name is Brandon, and welcome to my spoiler review for episode 3 of Loki. Don't mind me just again enjoying another delicious beverage. Ooh, that's good. This is in no way, shape, or form a sponsorship, but I'm currently drinking the Dulcet Tones Double Dry Hopped IPA by New Image Brewing Company. If you're a fan of interesting craft beer like myself, then I highly recommend giving the Tavour app a shot. It curates beers from across the country, specifically recommending ones that you cannot find at your local grocery store. They offer a handful of selections for a subscription service. You can choose either 6 or 12 beers to be shipped to you every month. You can choose the variety and style of beer that specifically pertains to you. You can cancel at any time or just simply skip the next month for your subscription box. You also don't even need a subscription to order beer from their site. Every day they load up 2 to 3 new beer recommendations based on your location. And by logging on and seeing what beers they have available, if you see one that you like, you can immediately add it to your cart. You're instantly charged for that beer, guaranteeing that you get the inventory that they have selected. And by doing so, it automatically sets a ship date for your crate. You have until that date to build your crate. You can adjust it accordingly to have it arrive earlier or later. And once the date for your crate shipment arrives, it ships altogether for a flat rate of $14.90. But if you sign up for the subscription service, you can actually add to your subscription crate as much beer to your heart's content. When your subscription date arrives, it all ships for free. Again, in no way is this a sponsorship, just a recommendation from somebody that thoroughly enjoys the time that he spent using Tavour. So if you'd like, you can use my referral code, which should be listed on the screen here, to get $10 off your first order. So you can start trying beers from across the country as well. And who knows, maybe they'll even sneak in a barley wine from Asgard. But getting right into it, episode 3 opens by showing us just how Lady Loki was able to obtain the information to where the timekeepers are kept by doing a little deep dive inception into that agent's subconscious.
What is the most resilient parasite?
Loki follows her back to the TVA, offering to assist her in her mission.
But now I see you lack vision.
But as per Loki usual, things don't go as planned, and instead accidentally teleport to the planet Lamentis 1, which serves as the main setting for this episode, breaking away from the TVA for a while, just spending some time getting to know these two Lokis. Lamentis 1 doesn't have a huge role to play in the comics. I think it's only mentioned once during the Annihilation storyline, but it's simply just a planet sitting on the edge of Kree territory. You know, those guys that we saw in Captain Marvel, and will probably serve a purpose in the Skrull invasion, seeing as how they're at a lifetime war with the Skrulls. You know, Kree-Skrull war. So again, this planet doesn't have huge significance, although there's a chance that we could see it reappear in the Secret Invasion Disney Plus show or Captain Marvel 2, now titled The Marvels. Nevertheless, this planet serves as the stage for us to delve deeper into the relationship between these two Lokis. And I use that term relationship very purposefully. I mean, I don't know about you, but I certainly saw some sparks fly. Is that weird? I mean, it only does make sense for Loki to be attracted to him or herself.
Bitterbo!
Which I would also just like to point out how welcome it is for the confirmation that Loki is bisexual and gender fluid based on the TVA documents that we see in the end credit scenes. Not necessarily just inclusion and representation on Disney's part, but also sticking to the source material, seeing as how Loki is gender fluid and bisexual in the comics. Although this is long overdue representation, seeing as how they kind of glossed over it with Valkyrie and Thor Ragnarok. There's a whole uncut scene that specifically states that she is bisexual, and her Valkyrie partner that died in battle during her origin scene was not just her partner, but her lover. It's about damn time that we get this representation, and coming at the perfect time during Pride Month.
So, drinks.
One of the things that I love about this show is we're delving into these grounded character concepts. I mean, Loki and Lady Loki spend a part of this episode contemplating the concept of love.
But what is love, if not
Dagger.
persevering?
Big metaphor guy. I love it.
Lady Loki even mentioning that she has a relationship with a postman somewhere in the universe. This episode spends a great deal of time delving into Loki's sexual preference and his thoughts on his backstory, furthering his character development that we've seen in the past, but adding way more to it. But we don't get a lot of confirmation for Lady Loki's backstory, or should we now refer to her as Sylvie?
I'm Sylvie now.
Oh, you changed your name?
This name reveal is actually an important detail to who she actually might be, seeing as how there is a character by the name of Sylvie in the Marvel Comics, Sylvie Lushton, or the second iteration of the character Enchantress, which they use that word a lot in this episode. But Sylvie Lushton in the comics was a girl that was born in Oklahoma, actually the site of where New Asgard is built, and it's there that she is actually granted magical powers on behalf of Loki, only later to be revealed that she was actually created by Loki, sort of for fun. But seeing as how they are going so far to match the depiction of the broken horned headdress, there's a chance that they're simply just creating a combination of these two characters, just simplifying it. Not necessarily something that Marvel has shied away from before.
I am the Mandarin!
She makes some comments in this episode that lends me to believe she isn't who she says she is. Her reaction while Loki is singing that Norwegian song kind of hints that she doesn't know the words. She also makes a comment about having blips of memories of her mother, something that could have been caused if she was created by a Loki and just implanted those memories. She also makes a comment to Loki about,
Are you sure she was your mother?
but then also saying that she knew that she was adopted, which kind of contradicts each other. All of these comments, but then again, her daggers are marked with Asgardian symbols. So at this point, who knows? Either way, it seems like she trusts the OG Loki enough to join him on the train and even sleep in his presence. Something Loki would never do, which I guess is a testament to how much he trusts Mobius. But together they board this train on Lamentus 1 to get to the Ark, a spaceship that's going to take them off of the planet. At least it's supposed to, until it, but before the train even arrives, they're pushed off of it, which leads us to the third act Dunkirk style Majora's Mask action sequence. Wow, what a combination of pop culture references. It's in this scene that I'm starting to question what Loki's powers even are in the first place.
Anybody on our side hiding any shocking and fantastic abilities they'd like to disclose? I'm open to suggestions.
I've never seen him use telekinesis before, but so far in this show he's done it twice? But none of it matters anyway because, like I said, rocket ship goes boom, they're left stranded, and cut to black. Marvel, we talked about this. We talked about these damn cliffhangers. Bad Marvel.
Bad uterus. Don't do that anymore.
See everybody online complaining about how this episode is just a filler episode. Listen, I've seen some filler episodes. I watched all of Lost. Delving into character connections and emotional states doesn't necessarily strike me as a filler episode. I mean, yes, there weren't any huge reveals in this episode, except, wonder how the TVA is going to react whenever Loki reveals that they're all variants too.
What did you say? I was told that everyone who works at the TVA was created by the Timekeepers.
That's ridiculous. They're all variants, just like us.
So that was a fucking lie.
If you liked hearing me talk about Loki, please be sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with any of the videos that I release on my channel. I'll be putting videos out like this every single week. Once Loki's over, I got some other Marvel related content that I want to work on, especially talking about that Spider-Man No Way Home whenever that trailer is supposed to drop. Maybe I'll do a beer unboxing for my next Divorce subscription box, because the two main things I love in this life are beer and Marvel, which I'm only missing one thing to complete that image. Hang on. So be sure to subscribe and make sure to share this with your friends and family so you all can enjoy my videos together. Make sure you go follow me over on Twitter at @BMattWeiss. You can come yell at me over there about any of the Marvel stuff. You can come talk to me about my favorite brews. But nevertheless, let's have some conversations about the things that we love. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I gotta go ask the bartender what IPAs she has on tap.
Hey, excuse me, what IPA do you have on tap?
Thanks a lot. Bye.
What IPAs do you have on tap?